Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand, two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive. First play of the game and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
UCF, number 1 with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This is a 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease to the left. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that one.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. the RPO. Throw right, looking for the chains. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Movement here from the tight end. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're trying to get to him. Wide open downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Green Wave! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the move.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. UCF 10, Tulane 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. It's on target and complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Knights look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. After run, now throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Getting some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's back to throw on second down. They're bringing heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The play action fake. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Running to the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll try it again. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They move the tight end all over. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. With the catch, it's McClure.
Gonna have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch by the way. He toe tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's McClure. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. When you look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 28 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Extending the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pocket starts to collapse. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He chucks one out to the right. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Knights. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. A fair catch called for and made. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Tulane, 21.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but...
Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
2nd down coming up.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Green Wave! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He's right on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Knights line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Finds a man on the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Offense set on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lets it fly. And he hauls it in inside the 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now first and 10 from the 29. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
At the 26-yard line. Second down coming up.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air, it's Mendoza. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCF. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will audible. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen. He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Get it out on the screen. Nice move there. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running, or receiving out of the backfield, they're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Third down coming.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He uncorks one deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Knights! He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. A fair catch called for and made. Back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Touchdown, UCF! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 15 over Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Now on 2nd down. Running to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, 4th down.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Got his man quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane!
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? Go for it. It's your decision.
It's incomplete, and the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking for a productive play on first down. The run from the shotgun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one.